So I was fortunate to be selected as a 2020 Campus Fellow who partners with UCSC's very own Center for Innovations in Teaching and Learning, CITL for short, to introduce anti-racist teaching practices to departments at UCSC. Part of my mission has been to develop short and long-term goals that are geared towards addressing structural and institutional racism, to promote and familiarize anti-racist frameworks and resources that are easily accessible to everybody on campus. And in order to do this, I set up a meeting with an individual department to gain a sense of goals they want to accomplish, goals that are determined by both interested students and faculty. This is an important step because it provides a level of accountability within the department to work together to achieve these goals. Anti-racist pedagogy is very much inclusive. It's a very collective approach and can't be, top down one way. And then the final step would be to provide an action plan that has been tailored to address specific needs and concerns that were discussed in the meeting. Each departmental action plan states the goals, the resources, trainings, readings, and organizations on campus that are best suited to address their concerns. What a student or faculty member of social sciences requires in terms of anti-racist teaching resources could be completely different from what the needs of a department in STEM. So what do anti-racist teaching practices do? They encourage in-depth examination and understanding of historic foundations of teaching in the academy, and look at various ways personal experiences are being brought into the classroom, both personal and professional spheres. And given the nature of current affairs, POC students need to navigate pretty intense environments outside of the classroom. The recent surge in anti-Asian sentiment, the trial for the murder of George Floyd, the looped rope found on campus last year, not to mention the inequities that have become more apparent because of the pandemic. There needs to be space for all of these different situations brought into, or there needs to be space and acknowledgement in the educational setting of our students' outside world concerns. Anti-racist pedagogy encourages instructors and students to self-assess for inherent biases so that we can counteract them. Analysis of curriculum and syllabi that ensures that every student has the tools that they need to succeed. We do this by asking questions. What sources am I giving priority to? Is the language I'm using in classroom offensive to certain groups of people? Do your students see diversity in the faculty and administrators within your department? If not, are there organizations on the campus that can be invited into your department for a meet and greet, right? In order to present alternate resources for them, groups and supports. And this next one is a big one. And a concern that I hear a lot. Anti-racist resources provide guides to addressing race in class. Some people feel ill-equipped, and I completely understand this, to initiate discussions of race. But again, there are tools that can be used to facilitate these discussions. And making any type of effort in the classroom to address these concerns, racial concerns, it provides a level of care to our students. And anti-racist teaching practices are truly applicable to every department, to every person, faculty, administrator, student in arts, humanities, social science, and in all of the STEM fields. So what is currently available? There is an insane amount of information out there. And this list is by no means extensive, but I wanted to prioritize what is available here at UCSC. CITL, not only do they have exceptional trainings for graduate students and teachers, they offer a whole host of resources on how to develop more inclusive teaching techniques. Their affiliate website at Keep Teaching at UCSC has amazing resources for anti-racist pedagogy. And, you know, again, we've got Michigan. They've got this really wonderful personal identification wheel. There's several reading lists out there, but one great one by UC Irvine. And my personal favorite is actually the National Museum of African American History and Culture, and their kind of anti-racist resources. It's pretty wonderful. So in conclusion, I want to stress there is absolutely nothing to lose by adopting anti-racist teaching practices, and there is everything to gain. We don't leave aspects of our identities at the door or of our classrooms or at the base of UCSC's campus. We bring them with us into the classroom. And by acknowledging that, we are making a better, more productive, more inclusive environment for our students and faculty.